Sheila had a late night last night. She must have had gone to a really good holiday party. I literally had to remove myself from everybody just so that I can work from the inner core of myself. And you do not ever find your value in other people. And that is why self-love is important. And I had to learn the hard way. Merry Christmas. What's up, dolls? It's your girl, American Gyaru, and if you are new, welcome to the doll family. Please stay and smash that subscribe button. So, when I went to Ulta Beauty, I was trying to look for like the perfect green eyeshadow, and I just honestly couldn't find one that hit me right. However, I did find this really cute ColourPop green liquid liner, so this is going to be my inspiration. Also, I do have my green palette here, so I'm thinking I might use some of this glitter. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Eyeshadow, or Shadow Sense is what it's called. So I'm gonna go in with this brown color. These eyelashes, AliExpress, they're drugstore quality. And then I'm going to use my Strip Lash Kiss Glue. Ta-da! Definitely going to go ahead with the green, and I'm going to be completing and filling in my entire lid. Okay, cool. Ew, it's so gross. This Real Technique sponge is the best. It's about to get crazy. For those of you who don't know, this is my makeup journey. It's really about self-love, self-care. Some people think that, you know, it's vain or it's a thoughtless thing, but I have to totally disagree. It's no different than like a guy having a hobby like sports or golf. You really get to challenge yourself, and there is a definite element of art involved that does take skill and, you know, understanding like colors, shapes. Yeah, so basically I think makeup is a great way to express yourself. It's an outlet, and it also can be like an emotional thing too, because you're spending quality time with yourself, getting to know yourself better. I can't say enough that this channel is about self-love, self-worth, on my journey anyway. I don't know if it was like an identity crisis, but it was definitely like this mistrust in my own self, this misbelief, this false belief, or this type of like self-doubt mentality. I wasn't sure if the thoughts and the decisions that I made was even something that was valuable. So I guess, yeah, again, self-worth. So I'm all about like building that up. But when you really are sure about who you are as an individual, and that can take work, especially when you compromise so much, you know, in relationships, in areas of your life where you always are being the yes girl. Whenever you're working in any relationship, friendship, or anything, it should be a compromise, and it shouldn't be where one person is always saying yes to the other and always giving, because then you lose your sense of self, obviously, because you don't have time to actually practice that thought muscle of being able to share your own ideas. So if this is like very prolonged, trust that creates like this codependency on others, which is really unhealthy. Trust that. So it's really important. I'm going so off on tangents, but I have to say this, like, this is on my heart. If anyone is in any stage of feeling where as a female they're having issues with, I want to say issues, but they've gone through some experiences that made them question their self-worth, and it's hinged on other people and them being happy, or you making their life better, I should say. or just where it's just an imbalance of you always saying yes, and if you don't go along with what they have to say, then all of a sudden you feel like this really bad person. And I'm telling you, if that's the case, it's not that other person's fault. It could be on some levels, but you are in control of what you allow and what you don't allow. And I think a lot of people who are so used to not rocking the boat or making other people happy because it makes you feel good, you know, it was good intentions. Like for me, like it was good intentions. Like I wanted to feel needed, I wanted to feel appreciated, I wanted to make other people happy, but at what cost? There's that balance where you have to start questioning yourself. What about your happiness? And I have to get into this too, because a lot of people feel that, you know, oh, it's just so egotistical. Like for me, people would think, oh, look at her, you know, look at her, she thinks she's so confident, so egotistical. So they feel like they have this responsibility to try to, like, they don't mean to, or maybe they do, but try to like dim my light, or like kind of like tell me calm down. But you know what, that just means you're not with the right fit. I mean, if they're not getting it, you shouldn't spend your whole life trying to explain to people who you are, and as your friend, hoping that one day they're gonna celebrate you, because that may never happen. And it has nothing again to do with the other person, it's everything to do with yourself. So I think self-love is really important for those instances. Like for me, like I literally had to remove myself from everybody just so that I can work from the inner core of myself and kind of like go through these processes. And sometimes when you're around those people, or people in general, you know, they want to help you, but they're only going to go off of their own experiences and what they think that you need because they want to help. Or maybe you always said yes and all of a sudden you're saying no, so they think, oh, you think you're better than me now. No, it's all that stuff is noise and distractions. Those are all lies. So please don't believe those thoughts, because you need to really like create space where you can start kind of nurturing your own thoughts and your own feelings and kind of going through those processes alone. Because again, sometimes you're not going to be able to grow, and that's kind of just going for people who actually feel like growth is important. I feel like if I'm not growing, if I'm not evolving, then I feel like I'm dying, and I'm for life. And that sounds really dramatic, but that's just what it is. Like that's what it is. Yeah, we went there. Because I feel like for me, it's a mission for anyone who like has gone through a hard time in their life where they were in the wrong relationship, like myself, or they've always just been someone who felt value through doing things for others in order to feel that you're valuable. And you do not ever find your value in other people. And I had to learn the hard way. And I was a little bit, you know, immature about it, because I was actually upset, because I was like, why do I feel this way? Why is that person? Why is this person? You know, and it's called boundaries. Like, you're in control of your boundaries. So you have to be aware and empower yourself some way, somehow. If you need to take time by yourself for a little bit, to break up all these like influences or whatever, to realign your entire like self. And to start nurturing your own thoughts and your own like values. The point is that I had to realize that, empower myself and say, like, that's one thought. Sure, that's just scratching the surface. Like, okay, people, you're not happy. And so you start avoiding people like the plague, because you don't want to deal with one more argument, or you don't want to deal with one more problem. And so you just say, okay, yeah. But you don't understand, like, no. It's my responsibility to create boundaries, because people are not going to know what those boundaries are until you let them know, whether through words or actions. Like, people will not know. They're not bad people, but they just also have their own life and their own mess and their own things. So they're not going to take out of consideration, oh, wonder what Dana's boundaries are. Like, they're not thinking those things, you know what I mean? They're just thinking of what you're sharing with them. So that's also another part of my life that I had to kind of empower myself, because it does take some courage, it takes some strength, because it's uncomfortable. You know, these things are, growing is uncomfortable. Saying no, if you've always been someone who says okay, that's really uncomfortable. And I think we need to give each other more credit. Like, I just think, like, if you know, you know. Also, not just saying no, but then once you say, okay, no, that doesn't make me feel okay, you have to also believe, like, take time to believe that what you're saying it crosses a boundary of yours. It makes you feel, it doesn't make you feel good. It goes against your values. It goes against your beliefs. Create your boundaries. What are you comfortable with? What would you allow? And that's also a process that takes time, because you're going to have to kind of work with yourself on that. Can I get an amen around here? Then you can kind of play around with that when you like talk with these people, and then also kind of let them know that you're going through, you're trying to create boundaries for yourself. And so they, you know, and so that's why you have to be strong in them. And if they just feel like you don't, like if they feel like, oh, I'm sorry, that's not okay with me, then that's their problem. Then they have to create their own boundaries. And if I'm unhappy, then who the heck wants to be around me? Because I know nobody wants to be around me when I'm in my PMS or in my mood. The very ones who are telling you too, like they don't even know what they're doing, but you need to say no, you should do this. And then you tell them no and they're like, oh my gosh, oh my. And that is why self-love is important, okay? It has nothing to do with being vain, haughty, having vanity. It's about respecting yourself and your boundaries. That's what I mean by self-love, okay? It has nothing to do with, oh, I want to just look. I mean, yeah, girl, I'm sorry. I can't help it. If I feel good, I look good. You know, that's a whole nother thing. But I'm talking about the inside here. So yeah, that's what I mean when I say self-love, not self-vanity. And so that's why beauty is an outlet for me. It's a great one because I get to spend time by myself. So beauty is actually it's practical because I actually have to spend time by myself doing beauty and kind of playing around with it, experimenting, experiment. And my best advice for me is to experiment alone. Yeah, because sometimes you can, you know, people mean well. They have all these like thoughts about, oh, you're coming to me with an issue. Well, this is what you can do, and that's what you can do, because that's what they would do in their situation. Or who knows, if they're having a bad situation, guess what kind of information you're gonna get? You know, more than likely some bad advice. And then you're gonna be disappointed in who? Yourself, right? It's my responsibility. Yeah, and then that way you don't look so bad ghosting everybody, you know what I mean? Like for me, I was like ghosting people left and right, and it was because I didn't know how to say no. And then even if I did say no, I didn't know what was my boundaries. And I'm still working on that, and I will continue to work on it my entire life, if that's what it takes. So, shall we get back to this program? So much for making it a short video. This is gonna be a rant. I hope it makes even partial sense. Yeah, so come along this journey with me, dolls. If you are feeling, it doesn't matter what stage you are in, if you are feeling really hopeless sometimes, if you are feeling like, oh my gosh, like run down, if you are feeling like alone, misunderstood, girl, come, don't worry, come. I'm hugging you, I'm kissing you, and I'm telling you, girl, you got this, we got this. And you know, I'm not trying to be a cheerleader, but I'm just letting you dolls know that sometimes, you know, putting on that happy face all the time, like, it's fine. You don't want to tell the wrong people your issues. You have to be careful with that. But, and I'm not here to taint yours either. All I'm trying to do is give awareness based on my experiences, and for those who can relate, who are having self-worth issues, insecurities, confusion, double-mindedness, and just like self-doubt. If you have any of these, if you're dealing with any of these things, I'm not calling you out, but I'm telling you that I am present, and you're not alone. I love you. God loves you. And no matter what you're going through, number one, it's going to be okay. If you're alive again the next day, then God is not through with you. So don't believe those lies. And number three, it's going to get better. In fact, it's going to be good. It's going to be real good. It's going to be great. We're all destined for greatness, and not in a haughty, vain, conceited way. I'm saying that we were created for a reason, and we were created different for a reason, and it doesn't matter your past, it doesn't matter your history, it doesn't matter where you've been, honey. All that matters is in the now, not even sometimes of where you're going, because tomorrow is never promised. So please, if you are worried, if you are stressed, just stop. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop. 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 And you can. You're empowered. Stop. And just celebrate this moment with me. We're playing with some makeup, and I would get some tea because it's cold. Yeah, just stop. We're in the present right now. You're alive. And that's all you need to focus on. Don't fall for the trap. Do not. I'm here. I'm not no doctor up in here, so don't be coming at me with some like questionable things or anything like that. But if you are going through something and you just need someone to remind you, to confirm that, hey, life is gonna be good, that you are not your situation, honey. Like, girl, I've been there. I've done that. I felt pain. Y'all can relate? Can y'all relate? Can y'all relate? Oh, this green looking good, sister. I'm so sorry. You probably were like the whole time like, okay, get on with the video. I didn't sign up for this. Well, girl, if you came, it was not by accident. And you are not your situation. So I don't care what people say. I don't care how people treat you because of your situation. Forgive them. Water off a duck's back. Nobody ain't better than nobody. We were created equal. We all came out of a mama's cooch, and we're all going to be leaving alone, okay? Those situations might have happened, but when man sent for evil, God will turn it for your good. And I am preaching now. I wanted to do a backwards eyeliner. Are you kidding me? 30 minutes? Girl. Okay, it was worth it. I don't know. I felt like somebody needed to hear that, okay? I got your back, okay? Because we need to take care of all those who need help, who don't have a voice, okay? We do. If you got your voice, you're like, oh, that doesn't happen to me. I'm perfect. I'm good. I let people know. I don't let anybody take advantage of me. I know my worth. If you're good, then this video, me talking, is not for you. So don't try to start applying also, yeah. Please don't start trying to apply what I have to say, because if it's not you, this message is not for you, and that's good. That's great. That's great. That's amazing. I'm not being sarcastic. That's amazing. This video is really not for you. So yeah. So you can just skip through if you actually were concerned about me if I was going to do the challenge. So now look, it's getting interesting, dolls. I really wanted to do that backwards eyeliner. So I'm just going to bring the eyeliner down my eye like here. I like that. It elongates my eye, and I just think it's super fun. It's very similar actually to the green eyeliner makeup. Did I dry my eyeliner? This girl be talking so much. Okay, so I like the bottom of it. This is my version. Obviously it's amateur, but I'm going to go with it. So I'm just going to work on it, make it a little bit more even. But I'm completely loving this green look. It's hitting the spot. I think I'm going to name this like ghosting, why I ghost people and why you should too. Because if it gets to that point, then this is dire. This is dire. Got to that point where your boundaries already are so like non-existent that you literally feel like you have to actually run away just to not even engage. Because, you know, people are just going to argue with you sometimes. I tell you, dolls, maybe one day I will share it all with you, dolls. But think of me as, like, not your older sister, but somebody who understands you. That's all I want you dolls to know. I'm not trying to give advice and give unsolicited advice, although sometimes I get really passionate and it comes through that way, and that is not my intention. I just want people to understand that I do hear you. I do understand you, even when you feel so misunderstood, because of course I'm talking, because I've been there. I've been there many a times, sometimes over and over and over again. I'm your girl, American Gyaru. Let's go hang out. Hang out. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. Anyways, maybe in the new year, maybe that's where we're gonna head, because I know that one of your dolls also was like, you should do more self-love, pamper, and that honestly, that's really what it comes down to. This whole self-love, pamper, it's just to make yourself feel happy. You have to empower yourself, do things that make you happy. And I'm just so sick of everyone saying like, whenever you're trying to do that and they judge you, I mean, you can't change other people. So I realized that I think I've been trying and fighting everybody because I was trying to change them to help them understand like where I'm coming from. But no, don't waste your time, don't waste your energy, because that's just not that's not their thing at this time, or it may not ever be. Instead, use all that energy and put it on yourself. Yeah, improve yourself, make yourself strong, make yourself happy, do things that are healthy, you know, like makeup and having fun with and hanging out with me on my channel. No, but really, if it's reading books, if it's going for walks, if it's doing these things, get strong. Yeah, do things that make you feel stronger and make you feel, it's not so much like, oh, I'm independent either. Those are all, yeah, like, yeah, it's good to be independent, but I just mean like, you know, I think like if you're living in codependency, or yeah, relationships are important, but not every single thing needs to be solved, and not everyone is always going to be for you 100%. I really learned that you would think that the people who are closest to you and who love you, that they would support you the most, but because they also know you, they may also know your shortcomings, and so they may judge you on that, and that's okay too, because God never gave them, you know, your hope, your dream, your imagination. They have their own that God had given them. So you don't have to do that. You don't have to even, you know, you can encourage people, support people, unless it's dangerous, unless it's like something that is like health concerning. You know what I mean? If it's something like that, then yeah, do not say anything. Please speak out. Speak out. Tell a trusted person if someone is doing something that is harmful or hurtful to you or anyone else that you know and love. Yeah, disclaimer. And you would think that's common sense, but sometimes you just gotta say it. I mean, you never. Okay. Feeling bold, and I want glitter. I'm gonna give that ColourPop 10 out of 10 as usual. It's because I'm biased and I love them and they love me, obviously. I mean, proof's in the pudding. I am here putting just glitter because I think glitter is perfect for every holiday, especially Christmas and New Year's. So that's my thought on glitter usage. Or whenever you just feel like it. How's that? So I'm gonna use black. Brown glitter. I'm gonna blend that green. I'm gonna blend that black out, because like black out. Yeah, I just get a kick out of like ways with words. Just can't help myself. Like a good sarcastic dry humor comment just drops me to my knees. So if any of you dolls have some clean dry humor, sarcasm, go ahead and sound it off in the comment section below. You're like looking really holiday like this. Oh my gosh, when people see you, they're gonna be like, it's gonna put a smile on their face. See, that's giving yourself in a way that it's not too daunting. I'm not saying to go do something to get people to, again, give you attention. No, I'm just saying like you already are doing it for yourself because you're making yourself happy. And when you're happy, people will also appreciate and celebrate you. If you're not in a good mood, that's why I like to stay away from people like when I'm not in a good mood, because I'm not thinking clear thoughts. And if I'm not in a good mood and whatever they do, something like annoys me or irritates me, my mind is going to like, gosh, there's a million things I could say right now, and they're probably not positive. So I need to seriously protect them sometimes more than my own self and just kind of stay in a cubby hole. Now I'm gonna go in with my black eyeliner and outline the glitters. I'm drawing my boundaries on my eyes. It's like, have you ever talked to people who are very like literal? I think honesty is attractive. Yeah, very much so, because I know that to be honest, you need to really have like courage. Like, yeah, it's like integrity. I don't know what it is. Well, I mean, that sounds dull. Like honesty is having integrity is being honest, but you would be surprised. So when someone's doing it just is it blatantly? Yeah. then it's just like a breath of fresh air to me. It shows that they're not scared. Like, they're confident enough to deal with the consequences of that because they're sure of themselves and what they are capable to do. So it's more like they know who they are and they know their boundaries. And ooh, but when inspiration strikes, put some eyebrows on. They're quite the brow, and because it's so harsh, I'm definitely going to use metallic, this color here, so that it's more, I don't know, why not? Okay, cool, love it. Okay, so I'm going to go with this color. It's orange brown. Okay, I'm going to go with this high glass finishing powder from NYX. If you insist on using blush, I would you're either going to go with like a dark ruby red, if you want to look more mature, or you can have fun with the light pink blush. I'm going to go with a mixture of like something iridescent, as iridescent as this, and we'll go from there and see for the lips. So let's keep it moving. There we go. Yeah, I feel like a character on Candyland, which is super elf-like. And I'm going to use this. Use my hard candy. I only have a little bit left of this. And then we'll talk about the cute little giveaways. The 2 giveaways I'm going to be adding to our 3,000 subscriber count giveaway. To be honest, this look would look best with if you have like light hair. If you have like golden hair or like almost blonde hair, this look will look really even better. Should I wear my blonde wig for this look? Sheila is her name. She just woke up. I'm sorry. She's been asleep. And obviously, she's got bedhead. These are 2 of the giveaways that are going to be added to our 3,000 giveaway subscriber giveaway contest. So don't forget to check the description box below for details. Thank you so much. Stay beautiful, stay gorgeous, keep shining as you should, and do not let anyone else make you feel otherwise. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next AG Vlogmas.